Hello everybody and welcome to my video here on YouTube, or if you're on my website. I am glad that you're here and I'm excited to share with you my video for today and my project. So right here I'm showing you 3 different cards. These here that you're looking at are my Blessed to Craft projects for this month. And Blessed to Craft is my card making club that you can join. It's $35 a month and it's meant to be a make and take. I love going to Stampin' Up events, and one of my favorite things is getting to try out new product. A lot of times it's products that we don't have access to yet. And so I wanted to create a card club where you could try out some product. So you get a quarter pack of this designer paper. You will get the full pack of these embellishments. There's 2 sheets. There's only one right there attached to that, but you get 2 full sheets of sequins. And then you get a sheet of dimensionals. And then you will get the card kits. So each of the pieces to make all of the cards, that's going to include one of my favorite cards that has XOXO on it. And that is from the new die set from Stampin' Up. So all 3 of these, you'll get all of the pieces to make those cards, and you get envelopes to go with it. And then it is just a really great way to be able to try out new product. Sometimes you don't want to commit to a full 12 by 12 pack of paper. You don't know if you're going to like it. So it's nice to get a quarter pack and be able to make a project with it. In this case, you get to make 3. So I'll leave all the information in the YouTube description below. There is a link and you fill out a form, and then it's $35 a month. That includes shipping. So that includes shipping to you. You get a PDF with measurements of all of the projects, and then you get a pre-recorded video of me putting all 3 projects together. So I would love for you to join. It's just really a fun thing that we get to do with the card making, and I love doing that every month. And I thought that I would go ahead and make an additional card with the products so you could see these products. They're brand new. They are in the catalog that is going live on the 5th. And the other fun thing about being a part of Blessed to Craft is you always get catalogs before anyone else. I always send them out the month before the catalog goes live. So I try to do that in December. I'm running a little bit late with my catalogs this month and in the month of December, but for the most part, you get your catalog before anyone else. And then, like I said, you get to try out the product, and I always try to pick really fun sweets to work with. And then I also offer all of my club ladies, I offer them the opportunity to get the stamp set. And if I'm using a bundle, like this month is the stamp set and the punch, if it is a bundle, you get an opportunity to decide if you want to purchase that. And if you do, you don't pay shipping and you don't pay tax on it. It comes right in your package with your product, like with your card kits. And it's just a way of me offering you a little discount on your product so that you can make the projects that I'm making. So I would love for you to join us. It's really fun, and I'm always really excited to create the projects. And I do often share bonus projects with my club. This month they will get an additional PDF with 12 projects featuring this suite of product, the Country Lane suite of product. So anyways, let me tell you what I'm doing. I just put together my card base, which is a Whisper White card base. I just cut that at 4 1/4, and then I folded it in half, and that gave me an A2 size card. I took some sweet sorbet and I cut that at 4 inches by 5 1/4. So it was my first layer. And then I took my designer paper, that really beautiful floral paper with the hearts. I cut that at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And those are going to be the layer of the front of my card. And then I have a stylish shape square here. It's from the Stylish Shaped dies, and I'm stamping this heart. This stamp set is a really pretty stamp set. I first stamped the one outline in Sweet Sorbet, and that has all the flowers. And then, I'm sorry about my head in the way here. And then I'm lining up the second layer, and I did that in Mossy Meadow. And my camera is going to go out of focus a little bit because it's focusing on all of that gray hair that I have. So now I am just stamping that second image, and when you fill that in, it is going to make a complete heart, and I really love it. At first I was like, I don't kind of like this design the way it is. It looks splotchy, but then I realized it's meant to look like a watercolor. It has like a watercolor look to it. So I was like, oh, this does actually work together. It layers really easily. It was a little bit harder for me because I knew my head was in the camera, so I was trying to hurry. I didn't want everybody to see those gray hairs. With another piece of Whisper White cardstock, well, basic white cardstock, I am stamping the leaves, and then I'm also going to stamp the heart. And I will probably cut these up. Probably in the future, I will probably cut these up. Now you're going to see that I stamp these because I want to use the punch to punch everything out. But I'm not positive at the way the punch, I'm still not used to the punch since it's brand new. And you're going to see that it doesn't really fit. Like, I can't really make it work. So I'm going to have to stamp it again. So what I decided to do is use, to go ahead and punch the leaves out, I think is what, or the heart. I'm going to punch the heart out, and then I'm going to re-stamp the leaves and then punch the leaves out separate. And so I just ended up having to do that because, like I said, I'm not used to the punch yet. And it takes a little bit of time for me to get used to like how the layout of the punch and the stamp set. So that's fine. It totally works to do it separate. And so I also didn't know if I stamped the leaves correctly because you're going to see they do look splotchy, but that is the way they are supposed to look. They're supposed to look a little bit distressed and a little bit like watercolor, like a watercolor look. So once I realized that, it was easy to just re-stamp those. And then I went ahead and closed my ink pads up because I already messed up one of my cards when I set the entire card in the ink pad. I don't know if that's happened to any of you before, but I totally set the entire card that was finished. It was a finished card. I set it right in an open ink pad and didn't even realize it, I don't know, for a good, good 5 minutes. So now I'm going to stamp this sentiment, and I love the sentiments in this stamp set. They are really fun. It doesn't just say Happy Valentine's Day. Like, that's always when you get a Valentine's Day set. I always like it to have other things that says I love you. And then there's one that says I love that we're friends, which I really like. We have always done Valentine's. We make it a bigger thing. It's not so much a romantic thing in our house. It's more like we give Valentine's to our friends and our family. So I like the sentiments that it has in the stamp set. So originally I was going to use the leaves. I end up deciding not to. I just use that little heart and I layer it, which I really loved the way it layered against the bigger heart. And so then I took a piece of Sweet Sorbet and I cut that down so that I could mat the stamping with Sweet Sorbet. And you just have to eyeball that. The stylish squares are not exact, so you just need to eyeball how much you want around that image. And so now I'm going to put the rest of this card together. I'm a little bit off camera because I zoomed in. But I recently, in the last couple weeks, did some rearranging in my office and got my filming situation a little bit easier and more comfortable to film in. So I'm hoping that my videos, I won't be out of frame as much. I was just finding it really hard to stay in frame. And I'm hoping that I fixed that issue. And then I rearranged a few other things that are making it a little bit easier to film. So I'm just adding this piece here to the front of my card. So you can see I have a nice white border and then a nice border of Sweet Sorbet. on there, and then I'm going to add this square. So remember that you can join Blessed to Craft. There is a link down in the YouTube description and over on my website. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and I would love for you to join. You can cancel at any time. There's no obligation. If you want to try it out for a month, I also have a way for you to be able to do that. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe to it and hit the like button. I will be back this week with a catalog walkthrough, a paper party update, and some fun memory keeping at the end of the week. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will chat with you later this week.